Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
A majority of Democrats say they don't want you to run again in 2024.
92% said if I did, they'd vote for me.
What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and man, you are not going to believe what's unfolding right now. President Joe Biden has sparked outrage and shocked all as his response to what's happening right now with our economy, Congress, stimulus. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest on the news, the headlines coming out right now. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now take a look, you guys. Democrats' inflation anger boils over with Biden abroad as the high prices remain an issue that's virtually impervious to spin. But they're trying to spin it, say, no, it's not that bad. Listen, everything's on track. And he says 92% of people polled say that they will vote for me again. Wow. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. People are outraged with what's happening and the response from President Joe Biden. Take a look. White House assurance on inflation sparks backlash from frustrated swing state Democrats as they're saying you're losing the party with this. Instead of trying to defend your position on this, you should be giving reassurance that we're going to pull through this, but instead he's saying, it's not that bad. Listen, I know you're saying that you think you're getting hurt at the pump in the grocery store and inflation and blah, blah, blah. No, we're just fine. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. Take a look. Biden prediction that inflation would hit its peak back in December, coming back to haunt him. Inflation rose 9.1% in June, 6 months after Biden said that it was the peak of the crisis. And no business at the White House. Biden's inexperienced lackeys, unlikely to pull the U.S. out of inflation doom. Wow, saying things are not good, you guys. What they're saying is coming for our economy. Sustained prices, increases that will continue. Doesn't look like this is going to be ending anytime soon. They're saying we are in a bad situation. Now, I'm going to keep you up to date every step of the way. We've got some video footage. I'm going to dive into the details of this article, let you know what President Biden had to say, what they're saying is going to be unfolding here, and get you caught up. And also, as you know, we've got midterm elections coming up. So they're likely going to need to take some action here very soon. Democrats, that is, if they want to stay in control of Congress. We're hearing proposals for stimulus checks, increases to Social Security, child tax credits, wiping out student loan debt. And right now, Joe Manchin said that he has doubled down on getting down that revised Build Back Better bill and passing it through the process of reconciliation with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. And progressives are saying whatever does not come through in that bill, they are ready for the president to do executive orders. Now, I'm going to keep you up to date as all of this unfolds, but let's dive into the latest. Now, before we do, also wanted to mention, keep an eye out for that comprehensive list of all checks on all levels. Working on that every single day now, day and night, to make sure that you know of everything. Because there's not just the federal level checks. There's state checks, city checks, county checks. You might be eligible for several checks right now where you live and you don't even realize it, because we're hearing 90% of people don't even know about some of the programs available. And in many cases, you have to apply and they're only available for limited amounts of time. And a lot of people are missing out right now. I'm going to make sure that does not happen. So I'm assembling a master list of all the checks in the nation. We're going to be releasing it so that way you know what's available. Like I said, working away every single day. People are asking me about it. You guys, be patient with me. There is a lot of information, trying to assemble it all into one place so that way you know what's available and you don't miss out. So keep an eye out for that. Also, consider joining the second channel, Steve Ram Finance, keeping you up to date on growing wealth, personal finance, how to invest and make the right moves right now in this turbulent economic environment. So if you're interested, new short videos, just a minute long, to help you with little tidbits of information, dropping at noon Central Standard Time every single day this week. So after you watch this video at noon Central Standard Time, go check out a video on the second channel. If you're interested, I'll pin a comment down below, click the link, go subscribe, turn on notifications. And you guys, let's dive into the latest here. And if you appreciate the content here, don't forget, smash the like button for me. Just takes a second, helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much. Leave your comments, share this out. And if you want to stay up to date, it's free. Why not? Come join the Ram fam. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. With that being said, you guys, let's dive into the latest, and let's start off with some video footage of the responses coming out right now of what President Joe Biden had to say that's shocking everybody.
The impacts of our proposed investments are transitory.
Economists call all these things transitory effects.
Most economists, including me, believe will be transitory. So much for transitory. Despite the White House's best efforts at gaslighting Americans into thinking higher prices would just magically disappear, inflation spiking to another 40-year high and hitting 9.1%, making President Biden the undisputed MVP of unaffordable gas and grocery bills. Joe and co. already spinning the numbers.
There is no question that we still have work to do. But it is important to note that these numbers do not fully reflect the recent drop in gas prices. Since mid-June, prices are down 40 cents a gallon. Fighting inflation is one of our administration's top economic priorities.
Well, the new inflation numbers sure to give fresh ammo to Democrats desperate to put Joe out to pasture in 2024. But like any old-timer who resists change, Biden is as defiant as ever. So listen here, Jack.
Mr. President, what's your message to Democrats who don't want you to run again?
They want me to run.
2/3 say they don't.
Read the polls. Read the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same. That poll showed that 92% of Democrats, if I ran, would vote for me.
A majority of Democrats say they don't want you to run again in 2024.
92% said if I did, they'd vote for me.
Ha! You tell them. That comes as Democrats find a new and unique way to explain away Biden's horrendous polling.
Oil prices, gasoline costs at the pump is going down. All that we have committed to doing, we are doing. So I really look at those numbers, yes, as dissatisfaction, as the frustration of the summer, the heat. You need Joe Biden, we need Joe Biden, and you're going to see that in the fall as we go pushing forward for victory.
Man, so there you have it, you guys. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, we're going to be seeing how they respond to this, and take a look at the headlines coming out. White House assurance on inflation sparks backlash from frustrated swing state Democrats in these midterm elections. This article just coming out this morning. Now, the White House has been so wrong so often on inflation that its latest assurance that the painfully high costs of living have peaked after more record-busting data didn't pass muster. People are saying they don't trust these responses. They feel like they're just being lied to, especially with the swing state Democrats in an election year. Now, new statistics on Wednesday showing consumer prices have rocketed to 9.1% in June, year over year, a 40-year high, dealt another blow to a reeling administration and poses a fresh test of President Joe Biden's capacity to drag his party out of a deepening political hole. Now, after months of failing to accurately predict the inflationary crisis, the White House was back on a tightrope from which it has often toppled, trying to show Biden feels Americans' pain, but confidently predicting relief is around the corner. Biden insisted in a statement that the figures, while unacceptably high, were out of date, since they did not properly take into account the past 30 days of falling gasoline costs, as well as easing prices in commodities like wheat. Now, the president's claims on the granularity of the figures may well be justified, and Biden is hardly the only Western leader saddled by the high prices following the pandemic-caused supply chain disruptions exacerbated by the war in Ukraine. But the message was also oddly discordant, given the months of frustration millions of Americans have felt. And let me know your thoughts, you guys. Just people hurting, waiting for some form of relief, feeling like they have unfulfilled promises, and then to be experiencing these record high prices, they start easing a little bit and have him come out and say, no, the numbers aren't accurate. It's actually not as bad as it seems. Just they're saying it did not resonate well with the American people, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But take a look at this. No business at the White House. Biden's inexperienced lackeys unlikely to pull U.S. out of inflation doom. And as you saw in the video, it just seems like he's saying, like, you know what? People still support me. I'm still on track. We're still doing well. And it's just not accepting, not believing what they're saying. But take a look at this. You've heard the saying, get woke, go broke. Well, that is exactly what is happening to America as President Biden prioritizes woke concerns such as climate change and gender and racial equality over sound economic management. Now, let me know if you agree. We're hearing that right now. 80% of the population of the U.S. is saying their number one top concern right now is the state of the economy, inflation, high gas prices, high food prices. With inflation hitting a spine-chilling record of 9.1%, there is fat chance of his know-nothing administration having the competence to know how to pull out of this doom spiral. Man, laying it on thick. It's no accident either, since Biden deliberately has appointed people who tick the right diversity boxes in terms of the physical appearance with no concern about whether they are qualified to oversee a $6 trillion federal government. A staggering new report from the Committee of Unleashed Prosperity shows that most of Biden's top officials have zero experience in business. Wow. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. This one really laying it on thick against Biden and just saying business. We want to deal with the economy. It's probably good to have a little bit of a business experience in there, know a little bit about finances and things like that. I know there's a lot of arguments for former President Donald Trump right there. But let me know your thoughts, you guys. Do you think that the economic issues and concerns are due to a lack of experience of this administration to be able to handle business issues? Let me know your thoughts, you guys. But we're going to be seeing, because we're hearing that there is likely going to be a lot unfolding here very soon. We're going to see how they respond to all this, and we'll see if they're right. If in the coming month the data reads that things have declined or that they have increased, the administration was wrong again. Let me know your thoughts, you guys. We will see, and I will keep you up to date. So that is the latest, you guys. And let me know, do you feel like you support Biden through all this? Do you think he's just totally off? Are there going to be stimulus checks, provisions, child tax credits? We're hearing a lot of promises right now from both sides, Republicans and Democrats, saying if we win the midterm elections, you can expect provisions. We're going to be seeing who comes through, what comes through, and what unfolds. And like I said, I'll let you know every step of the way. And as always, you guys, thank you so much for joining me here on the channel. If you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget, take a quick second, smash that like button for me. Helps out the channel a ton. Thank you so much. Also, leave your comments, share this out. If you'd like to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not come join the Ram fam? All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. I keep you up to speed on everything unfolding. And if you got any specific questions for me, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider that second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth, personal finance. New short videos coming out every day at noon Central Standard Time this week on that second channel. And also keep an eye out for that comprehensive list of all checks on all levels so you don't miss out on anything. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.